What's up, guys? I am back. How you guys doing? I know y'all probably been waiting on me to know my whole thoughts about Jey Uso winning the Intercontinental title last night. Be on the lookout for my Raw review after this video being released, because I'm still gonna do the Raw review, but I had to make a personal video for Jey Uso. I know y'all see the title, so I know y'all like, what do y'all mean? Don't like, what's the problem now? Like, but let me explain. Let me explain, okay? Let me get to the point. Like, cause I know this did catch a lot of people off guard. I mean, Mr. H really hasn't been moving titles around on the normal shows. So that was a major shock right there, cause this wasn't a pay-per-view. And to be honest, I feel like that does belittle his win a little bit, because it wasn't in a pay per view like Bron. Bron won it in a pay per view. Sammy won his in a pay per view. And that's something to think about too. You got Jey Uso winning the IC title belt, which is a good thing. Something he should have won, even though he really can go main event. He can go for the main title. I mean, just think about that. You're going for the IC title, but Sami Zayn is getting awarded main title belt shots. It's kind of ridiculous when you really think about it. And what a strange coincidence that Jay would win the title belt when all of a sudden, when he's wearing pink emasculated colors, like the colors you see now, the blue, the white, the black, that's what to me is where it should have stayed. Now magically the colors are changing to like a bright pink and a like greenish color. That's getting weird, and it's just emasculation to the fullest. I found that to be weird. Jay did win, and I see everybody is shocked, but I also see a lot of people. Oh, it's like so many people out here really don't want to give Jey Uso his props, because they're racist and biased. So a lot of them are like, but they know he's over, and he know he's over with the crowd. So a lot of them just sit back and be like, yeah, huh. But then secretly complain about Braun and be like, oh, well, Braun should have had it. He should have did it longer and this and that. Even though Braun has been being booked poorly ever since he's been in the main roster. I've been saying that since day one. Braun Breaker has not been booked that great. Even when he had the IC title, you see they wasn't putting that much effort into him like they like to put up their favorites. That's why if you look at the title, I say don't get your hopes up quite yet. Mr. H, he gives titles to melanated people or minorities, but it always ends badly or ends really quick. We seen Jay had the tag belts with Cody. That lasted about a week or so. Uh, Katana Chance, Kay and Carter, they had the titles. That only lasted about a week or so. You see Jade and Bianca, they won theirs, but then lost theirs in like a month, and then took forever just to win them back. Miz and R-Truth, they had the titles, only had them for about a few weeks. You see, this is why I'm like this was a great moment. I liked it. It was a clean match. I'm surprised nothing like, happened, because my prediction was Judgment Day to screw it over, but Damian North and Balor was even on the show yesterday. I'll talk about that. But don't get your hopes up. Okay, like, well, let's be honest. What is the odds of Jey Uso being presented in a great light? Because Mr. H does that. He might give you a title, but if you ain't one of his favorites, he ain't gonna put you out there like that. Just like what he did with Braun Breaker. As you can see, he paraded Sami Zayn around as a way harder threat than Braun. And as you can see, Sami had the title way longer. So what I'm thinking is, honestly, I don't even think Jey Uso is gonna have the title longer than Sammy. I doubt it. I doubt it. I think he's just going to be set up for Dragunov or something. Remember, Dragunov is who I originally really thought was going to be the real reigning champion, and maybe that's coming soon or something. And maybe they'll use this title as a way to make Rhea want to bounce on him or something, while Damian just is titleless and going to a pay-per-view for no title, while Finn Balor holds his tag title and JD still gets to keep his title, which I think is very embarrassing and stupid, and it shows you how far the favoritism go. JD, man, that is so irritating. But I'm happy for Jay. It was a great moment, though. You don't see good moments like this too often in wrestling. So if you haven't checked it out, I do advise checking it out, because you just don't see it like this. And then the crowd was over. He actually got a good entrance. It was a solid match. A lot of commercial breaks and slowdowns, but it was solid. Jey Uso definitely deserves it. He's been over doing stuff for I don't know how long, and finally, but at the same time, man, I'm telling you, don't get your hopes up. This is Mr. H now. Let's not forget about this. Like literally next week, he can set up Braun for a rematch just to win it back. Remember that happened with Sammy. Remember Braun went against Sammy, lost, but then came right back at the next pay per view and won again. The fact that Jay did not even win this at a pay per view is a major red flag because as you can see, he barely ever makes titles change on the regular show. So I mean, it's just something to think about, man. Again, I'm happy. Let's hope he shows them off. Because, again, watch, it's going to probably be some bootleg. It's going to probably be more shine and attention on the Sami Zayn, who doesn't even have a title right now, than the Jey Uso. Like, you should bring Jey Uso out next week and make him look strong, make him do something. We'll see if he make him wrestle. Cause it make me think about with Liv and them. It's like Liv and Rhea don't even freaking wrestle. But then Damian and Dominic constantly wrestling, but they the ones who ain't getting nothing really out of nothing. You notice that Liv and Dominic, it's like certain people just don't wrestle or put their titles on the line. It's ridiculous. Just like JD and fans. So they're just not gonna wrestle. So they're just not gonna put the titles on the line, right? They're just safe seeing Carlito go against Dragon Lee. But y'all know I'm gonna talk about this in the Raw review. But again, I just wanted to put this out here. I'm happy for Jay though. Again, it was a great moment. But let's not put all our chips on the table so quickly. Don't fall for the hype. This man is known for giving titles to minorities and quickly taking them away. I can totally see a rematch coming soon, or a new challenger magically coming out of the world woodworks and getting a title shot on him. And that's going to be a major slap in the face because Jey Uso just competed in a whole 12-man tournament just to get to where he is. And then next thing you know, his next opponent is handpicked and chosen and don't really got to work for nothing. I could see that happening too. But we'll see because it's like so many tournaments. I just really feel like Mr. H is going to do something messed up with this J title. It ain't. It may. LA Knight might have it for longer, And honestly, he ain't even been doing much with LA Knight with his title run. Nothing really fantastic or spectacular. And let's see if Jay gets some title defenses, or let's just see, man. Again, let's not get our hopes up. Bron losing, I guess that could suck a little bit, but I don't feel bad about Bron losing, knowing that it went to Jay. Like, okay, and Bron can definitely still stay in the mix and still do things, but who knows? Mr. H might throw him back in the barracks with Braun Strowman or Bronson Reed. He might lower him down the card a little bit because Braun Breaker is obviously not a favorite by Mr. H. Because if he was really a favorite, he would have beat Sammy on the first go and he would still be the champion right now. So Jay beat a shaky person. He didn't really beat a strong favorite. You beat someone kind of shaky. So that's something to think about. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I heard a lot of people like, oh, Rikishi's going to be in tears for this one, this and this and that. And like, nah. Rikishi don't get hyped too quickly. I think Rikishi is a smart man. I don't think he's going to bite this too quickly. He might. But if he do, just know, like, just give it a little time, man. Remember, last time Jey Uso had a title, which was under Mr. H, he had it with Cody for like 12 days or something. So it's like, don't get the hype up. Don't do it. And again, look who he beat. Braun Breaker, someone who fought against the title, lost, and then rematched, and then won, and then had another match and then lost. So it doesn't make this IC title look like it hasn't quite gotten to who he really wants it to be to yet. Jey Uso again could just be being used just to hype the belt up. Maybe to hype it up more for Braun than the next person. Because whoever he wants it to be, which again, in my opinion, will be Dragunov. Because notice that Dragunov keeps showing up in his little suits, keeps talking. Yeah, he ain't working a lot of matches right now, but he's still in the mix. Dragunov is still in the mix. And that's who I would be looking out for, honestly, like, to be honest. But we'll see. This is my opinion. I know y'all wanted to know because I know some people might be like, "Oh, shut up. You happy now, money? You got what you want? Are you happy now?" Like, nah, Let me see a good, decent title reign. Then I'll say, okay, this is something. He just got it. He just got it. They could be beating his ass, making him look stupid by next week with the title. I don't nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's too much favoritism and too much lazy booking for me to trust it that quick. But it was still cool to see. I still enjoyed it. And now be ready for the Raw review. So hey, tell me what you guys think. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thanks to you to all the new supporters coming in. You know I appreciate it, and I'm gonna try my best to keep this train rolling and staying a little consistent. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.